I am going to discuss IIT, NEET, NTSC, Foundation, graphs of motion, velocity, time graph. In velocity time graph, first one is when the graph is parallel to time axis, and when the velocity time graph is a straight line but not parallel to any axis, and when the velocity time graph is a curve. These three are the objectives in this velocity time graph session. Okay, let us start this IIT, NEET, NTSC Foundation graphs of motion, velocity time graph. బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు నో అబౌట్ దిస్ సెషన్, ఈ వీడియోను మొదటిసారిగా చూసేవారు దయచేసి లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. మీ యొక్క అమూల్యమైన అభిప్రాయాలను మా కామెంట్ సెక్షన్లో తెలియజేయండి. Let us go to the next one, that is velocity time graphs. In these graphs, the velocity is plotted on y-axis and the time on x-axis. The slope of the velocity time graph gives acceleration. Acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time taken. If the acceleration is positive, then the slope of the graph is positive or negative. The acceleration will be positive if the slope of the graph is positive and negative. It is because area enclosed under the velocity time graph curve gives displacement of the body. It is because area enclosed under the graph is equals to velocity into time, that is equals to displacement. So displacement is equals to velocity into time. From this graph we can calculate displacement by the area enclosed under the graph, and again we can calculate slope of the velocity time graph. It gives acceleration. Acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time taken. Now I will go by one. Let us discuss first one. When velocity time graph is parallel to the time axis, time we are taking along x-axis and velocity is plotted on y-axis. Here this is the graph below shows that velocity time graph when the time graph is parallel to the time axis. Here on x-axis we are taking a time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in seconds, and on y-axis we plotted velocity. We are taking a velocity in meters per second, that is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now here is the graph indicates that which is parallel to the time axis, nothing but horizontal line, time axis. So then what is the distance covered in this specific direction? Here we are drawing the lines. First second 20 meters per second, and the time 2 seconds 20 meters per second velocity, and at 3 seconds 20 meters per second, the 4 seconds also 20 meters per second. And now what is the velocity here? Velocity nothing but remains same, though we are changing the time 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. If you are increasing the time, in between the time gap is 1 second. First second 20 meters per second, second velocity traveled 20 meters per second. For time 3 seconds also 20 meters per second, and 4 seconds also 20 meters per second. Nothing but when the time graph is parallel to time axis, then it is moving with a constant velocity. The distance covered by a body in a specified direction, that is we calculated displacement by using this area of this triangle. Let us consider that here it is here we are calculating here 0. For example, we are assuming, and here we are writing P, and here for example here we are assuming this is a point Q and it is R. So distance covered in specific direction, that is displacement, is equals to this area of the rectangle PQRS. Here it is, this is the point S. So area of the rectangle is equals to formula length into breadth, that is area of the rectangle PQRS is equals to PS into SR, that is equals to, so by this graph we calculated 20 into 4, that is equals to 80 meters. So from this velocity time graph we calculated area under this graph, that is area of the rectangle is equals to length into breadth 20 into 4, 80 meters. Okay, next go to the next case. When the velocity time graph is a straight line but not parallel to any axis. Let us see this graph in between velocity and time. Here we are taking velocity in vertical direction, that is on y-axis, and the time on x-axis. The measurements are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6, and the next velocity 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is the line indicate a straight line but not parallel to any axis. From this graph we are calculating acceleration of this graph. Slope of the graph line AC gives the acceleration. So from this graph we are writing here, suppose for example here we are taking the point here O A B, or suppose this is for example it is A and here B and here C. So from this we are taking the graph, finding the slope of the graph line AC, that is equals to acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time taken, that is equals to AB by BC. AB is equals to AB by BC, that is equals to here 10 minus 0. Here A value 10 and here B value is 0. So 10 minus 0 and BC value total time 5 seconds. This is the change in velocity by time taken, that is equals to 10 minus 0 10, 10 by 5, that is equals to 5 ones 5 twos, 2 meter per second square. So from this graph we calculated acceleration, that is equals to slope of the graph, that is equals to 2 meters per second square. Next we are calculating distance covered in specified direction or displacement. Displacement area of the triangle ABC is equals to, now we are calculating displacement. Displacement is equals to area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle half into base into height. Half into 10 into height how much? 5. So 2 ones 2 fives. 5 fives are 25 meters. So from this graph we calculated distance covered in a specific direction or displacement and acceleration. When the velocity time graph is a straight line but not parallel to any axis, we are calculating acceleration and displacement. Next go to the second case, case 2. This is also velocity time graph, is a straight line but not parallel to time axis. Here we are taking velocity on y-axis, and this is the velocity we are taking y-axis, and this is the time we are taking on x-axis, and this is the straight line which is not parallel to the time axis. And in this case we are calculating acceleration and the distance covered. Here we are taking the line here A, B, C, D, E. We are calculating. Suppose for example this is the A, and we are drawing the line, and this is B, and this is, we are drawing the graph between B and T. This is C and D and E. Assuming the points here, and from this we are calculating acceleration. Acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time taken, that is equals to slope of the graph line CA, that is AB by BC, that is equals to AB by BC, that is equals to 25 minus 5 how much? 20. 20 by 4 how much? 4 ones, 4 fives. So A is equal to 5 meters per second square. Okay, this is the calculating acceleration. And again distance covered is equals to area of the trapezium. Here I am writing distance covered is equals to area of trapezium ADEC, area of trapezium ADEC, area of the trapezium half into h into a plus b. So we are calculating here distance covered is equals to half into distance covered is equals to half into height into half into CE plus AD into AD, half into, directly I am writing half into 5 plus 2 5. 5 plus 2 5 how much? 30. 30 by 2 how much? 15. And again 15 into height how much? 4. So total 30 by 2 15. 15 into 4 how much? 15 4 is 60 meters. This is the height. So from this graph we calculated acceleration is equals to 5 meter per second square, and distance covered is equals to 60 meters. Next go to the case 3, when the velocity time graph is also a straight line but not parallel to time axis. Next graph, this is also graph which is a straight line, and it is not parallel to time axis. Here also we are taking velocity on y axis and time on x axis, and calculating the acceleration of this graph. Acceleration A is equals to slope of the graph line A and C. Here we are writing this is the point A and this is the point C. So slope of the graph AB by BC. A is equals to change in velocity by time taken, that is equals to 0 minus 15 minus 15 by 3. Minus 15 by 3 how much? 3 ones, 3 fives. So minus 5 meters per second square. Minus indicates negative acceleration, that is also known as retardation. Notice that this is the slope, acceleration is negative, the body undergoes uniform retardation. Uniform retardation nothing but negative acceleration. Next we are calculating distance covered. From this graph we are calculating distance covered, that is equals to area of triangle ABC. Here assume that it is a point B. ABC is equals to area of the triangle, formula half into base into height. Area of triangle ABC, that is equals to half into AB into BC, half into base into height, half into 15 into 3, that is equals to 2 ones 2, 7.5 is a 15, 7.5 into 3, 22.5 meters. So from this graph we calculated acceleration and distance covered, that is displacement. Distance covered in a specific direction is equals to displacement. So here distance covered, that is equals to displacement. Distance covered in a specific direction gives displacement. These are the three cases when the velocity time graph is a straight line but not parallel to the time axis. Next one, the third one is when the velocity time graph is a curve. Next, this graph indicates that when velocity time graph, when VT graph nothing but V nothing but velocity and T nothing but time. Velocity time graph is a curve. So in this the velocity time graph is a curve which is having the velocity time graph is variable, and so variable acceleration. The body is moving with the variable velocity and variable acceleration. Here body is moving with the variable velocity and variable acceleration. Why? Because it is changing, it is not in a uniform. Unequal displacement in equal intervals of time. So that's why the body is moving with variable or non-uniform. We can write our variable or non-uniform, variable velocity and variable acceleration. These are the three graphs when the velocity time graph is a straight line which is parallel to time axis, and the second one is when the velocity time graph is a straight line but not parallel to time axis. The third one is when the velocity time graph is a curve, which is then the body is moving with a variable velocity and variable acceleration.